Oh, happy coronavirus day, goddammit. I guess that's every day.
Stupid shit, happy coronavirus.
I guess that is every day, man. We got a lot of shit that we're gonna talk about today. No, let me wait, first and foremost, y'all see the thumbnail. We got the 2K going once again.
They already see it.
You know what I'm saying?
Already.
But yeah, got a lot of shit to talk about today, man. But we're gonna kind of just ease our way into it, man. First and foremost, no particular subjects or topics we're gonna actually just go in on, but ideas and bullshit, man. That's all it is, man. And we're trying to find a new wave right now, or a new curve for the channel. You know what I'm saying? I used to, especially for this channel, a lot of boxing, but there's no boxing going on. So I'm like, why the fuck we gonna talk about boxing?
Yeah, man. Y'all gonna have to dead boxing for a minute, unless you just really want us to talk about old school boxing.
Yeah.
That's not my peak of interest at the moment.
Not now, man. Not now. I just want to kind of just keep shit going, talk about what's going on, and hopefully give y'all a little bit of entertainment while this bullshit.
We are playing. We are on the Pelicans. We have created a team that is a we, but we're struggling at the moment. But we're on our bounce back. But we're about to play Philly right now, man. We gave Philly Kevin Martin. Appreciate that, like. We gave Kevin Martin. We gave him Kevin Martin, and they got Andrew Wiggins. We gave him anybody else? I think that's it. Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, we gave them that. We gave him Kevin Martin, man. If anybody knows who Kevin Martin is, no, they know Kevin Martin.
Yeah, y'all don't remember. Kevin Martin was cold, so
he was a bucket.
Our franchise different. Our franchise different. But
yeah, man, we don't do that regular shit.
So we always put the legends. We put at least 2 or 3 legends on each team that we're playing against. That's already with the superstars they got, and then we create our own team, and we kind of like we make sure everybody's under 86 or under, 85 under, 86, something like
our
that.
Team.
Yeah, but Pelicans vs. Sixers, man. We out here, y'all. What y'all doing, man? How y'all surviving through the coronavirus, man? We just doing the best we can. Out where we at.
Damn, we gotta beat these motherfuckers. They got the damn same record as we do.
We got our record. It's terrible. I'm actually gonna throw these glasses on so I can see. How about that? That looks a lot better. God bless the U.S., y'all.
Oh, T-Mac on his ass, boy.
Ooh, Michael Jordan, T-Mac, Penny Hardaway, the top 3 all-star votes in the guards. I like that right there, though. Michael Jordan, T-Mac, that's cold. I know. Penny Hardaway, I'm surprised it's Penny Hardaway.
If T-Mac would have played Jordan in his prime, he'd have gave Jordan buckets.
I believe that because T-Mac was too big. Too big, too smooth, too fast, too athletic, too agile.
He just gonna give Jordan 50. I think he did when he came back with the Wizards. He gave him big bucks.
If AI could give Michael Jordan work, you know T-Mac give him. Because Michael Jordan couldn't do nothing with AI.
Nah, AI had him. What? Oh, the left and right. Oh. And people try to have the audacity to come at AI. Like, oh man,
this Wiggins is actually a good addition for their team.
Low
Andrew Wiggins, and we gave him the pick. Yeah. Oh, they starting Wiggins. Well, I guess that makes sense. Harris will start. So we here. Hey man, coronavirus is crazy, man. Where we at right now? Looks like they extending the lockdown situation. They ain't necessarily said it, but
you can feel it.
Yep. I'm like, they saying they going off of cases, and I've read that the cases where we at, man, is going up astronomically. Y'all like that word right there? I like it.
You know what's crazy though?
Oh, we just try to come at us right off the bat. He said, "Fuck y'all."
I know he did come out and jade that.
I'm trying to do better, y'all. I'm gonna do better in this stream right here.
What's crazy though? I just feel like
that's a foul.
What's crazy? I feel like those numbers are spiked though. They're supposed to go up.
I feel like they're spiked. I feel like also we don't really know the true numbers simply because you know.
You're not in the hospitals, damn it.
We're not in the hospitals. Everyone's not. I haven't been tested. I'm gonna be 100 with you.
I haven't been tested. I guess they're doing it at the hospital over here.
So, no, you can't. You can go to. Remember, I told you, old boy, he got tested. He said you can go to urgent care. Urgent care to test you
for free.
No, you got to have the AIDS, man.
AIDS.
Yeah, not the Magic Johnson shit, like the healthcare and all that shit.
I don't got that, so I guess I can't go get tested.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, there's a lot of niggas who don't. So how the fuck are we supposed to get tested? The only way we get tested, we gotta go to urgent care and have the AIDS, man. I'm talking about the healthcare. That's Magic Johnson.
That shit sounding crazy. Every time you say it, bro, you gotta get a piece of paper. So I don't test it. That's what I'm saying. And I'm like, you know what? Say, I was watching the podcast. They say, I don't want to disclaim the person's name. Or maybe I should disclaim his name. Who said it? But I don't know who kind of at the moment who said it. But they said that people, it takes like a week to observe a body or, autopsy a body. So they're saying like they were just using somebody else's name. They not name. They was using like, oh yeah, just say it's COVID.
Even though it was like the flu or some shit.
Yeah.
Like something else killed him. This nigga's really trying to go at us, man.
He's bad.
He's taking every shot.
I know, he has gone crazy.
I'm like, bro, he coming at us.
You out here hooping. 3.5 blocks.
Hey, respect. But yeah, I seen that too, where they basically saying like they'll basically put the reason for death is COVID, even though they don't even know it yet.
So it's like, if you do that, and then think about it, if you fuck up, who's gonna really, that's a big shot. Yeah. Who's gonna think like, yo, let me go fix that mistake? Especially if you still got 1,000 more people maybe coming the next day.
Or if you want people to believe that this virus is as deadly as it is, I'm not saying it's not, then that's what you're gonna do. If there is some type of agenda behind it, and I'm not saying, I was just talking with Zen about the conspiracy theorists and how you can actually combat a lot of what they're saying simply because this wasn't an American origin virus, right? It supposedly came from China, and from a lot of the information, that's pretty accurate. So you can't necessarily say there was a lot coming behind the U.S. or there's an agenda behind this when it comes to U.S. for this virus when this is not even an American-made virus, unless you believe in New World Order. If you believe in New World Order, then you can say that, because then you're basically saying, everybody's in on the shit. They've been trying to depopulate the whole entire world, not just one country, right? It all depends on how you look at it, what you're saying, what you're thinking.
I just feel like it's a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
It's just like a bowl, and they just threw everything up in there.
Some gumbo.
Yeah, it's a gumbo of things, man. I don't think it's just one answer. And a lot of people think everything has to be a one answer thing.
Yep. That's a great point, though, because I feel like that's the problem with a lot of shit nowadays, especially when it comes to like, this nigga's killing it.
That's what I said, damn, for. Like, he really just green that bitch. Like, I ain't seen him green nothing with us.
But intrigued or so interested or wanting to follow one person, thing, idea, and believe in that so heavily, they discredit everything else, right? That's my fault. I'm gonna get right. They discredit everything else, right? Because of that's how today's world is built with social media. You know what I'm saying? Rather than being open-minded and being able to listen to different, multiple things and take a little bit from everything and understand that no one's an absolute. Nothing's absolute, right? You know what I'm saying? Someone's a little bit right here. Someone's a little bit wrong here. Someone's a little bit, positive here. Someone's a little bit negative here.
Wow.
This happens, that happens. You know what I'm saying? There's no perfect man, perfect idea, perfect following. Unless God's on earth. I ain't met him, heard about him yet. Some niggas thought it was Obama. It ain't Obama. So,
Obama.
I'm ranting a little bit. Went to some shit that I feel about. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta understand. It came off based off of the fact that whatever may be happening at this moment, don't just believe one thing. Read. Look at different things. Because look at that. Wiggins got 9 points and we got 11. Let's call a timeout. He's embarrassing us. This is not a good look. We can't trade it. I'm calling it. We can't trade somebody away and he come at us and give us 9.
Bro, it's first quarter. I'm just
saying, that's embarrassing.
That's a lot. But hey, if they're at home, it's his momentum. Like, come
that's
on, man.
Embarrassing.
Nobody like the team didn't warrant for him to do that.
That's embarrassing. It's crazy. I'm on the Wi-Fi right now. Let me get off the Wi-Fi. I'm gonna have to charge my phone immediately, bro.
And more on the Wi-Fi too. I didn't even see that.
I'm gonna go charge my car. I'm gonna be right back, y'all. Hold that love. And I'm gonna go get my charger, goddamn it. No shit. What's up, family? Happy COVID. Oh, is that me? No,
Yeah.
That was me?
Yeah.
What? How they make me shoot? I wasn't trying to shoot. Oh, my God, that was another 3. This nigga cold.
That nigga got 12.
All right, I'm going to start paying a little bit more attention for a minute. We're getting embarrassed. Bucket.
Let's go, Pat.
Bucket.
Yeah, man.
Hey, salute to the people, though.
Trump's out here trying to get it right, man.
Great play. A lot of people hating on Trump right now, man. A lot of people don't fuck with Trump, man.
I think Trump is trying to get our future right. As best as he can.
Look, how y'all feel about Trump saying we need to inject our bodies with disinfectant? Well, he necessarily didn't say that.
People say people die from it.
Yeah, you can't do that. Like, he was talking about bleach and Clorox and shit.
No, I'm saying people actually die. Like, they listen to Trump and try to do that shit.
Oh, well, them niggas was gonna die either way then. If niggas really listen to that, whoever listened to that and tried that shit, they was gonna die sooner or later. Because they was gonna do some other stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna do some dumb shit like that.
He had to come out and say, like, he didn't mean that.
I know, it was sarcasm. They had to change the transcript. They showed the damn. I thought I fasted. Nigga, I didn't even touch the shot stick. Oh, I pressed X. My thought was so. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, yeah. All right, it's raise time. Oh, I see you. Oh, and one.
I get the
I almost caught it. Family. Hey, look, I'm trying. What I'm gonna do? Maybe in the next, sometime this week, we might put out a little Zoom get together.
Look, they had to call timeout, man.
We're gonna see though. We have to look back at the footage. Make sure it's appropriate for the stream. Excuse me. Oh, we made some subs. I'll start lineup in.
Who made subs?
I said we need to make some. Everybody feel good. All right, we can chill with it.
He gonna say we need to make subs and say, all right, we can chill with it. And he blasted.
I made his face look like
that. Because he's JJ Redick. You see it took him to 2K20 to get Kawhi face, right? That nigga used to look like an alien, boy. He's like, damn, like Kawhi was a top player and he still looked crazy on 2K.
COVID!
Yeah.
Too easy. We back. We got to leave. We back. We can lollygag now.
I was always in tune. Let y'all know that now.
We need to get somebody like who would just play saxophone at all times.
We gotta call Mr. Barnes.
Somebody better than that, you know what I'm saying? Give me that. You got the rebound though. Outlet. I was about to say, if they don't call a foul, goddammit.
What's good with you, man? Whoever in the chat right now, man.
Hey, man, we salute you, man. How y'all living, man? It's crazy, man, because I'm like, goddamn it, we don't got no sports. They saying though, we got a card coming up. UFC got a card coming up May 9th, May 14th, somewhere around there. They said they're gonna do it in Florida, because Florida is reopened up. They say sports is an essential business. They saying the NBA might come back as well. They're gonna play the games in the states that deem sports as essential. There's just gonna be no crowds. There's gonna be no crowds at the UFC event. Some weird times, man. I feel like this is the perfect instance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out, I'm gonna say I got no way to not talk about it. Shout out to Zoe Williams, because I'm like, they always be going in on religion and the Bible and the end times and shit like that, right? But I'm like, think about someone who is knowledgeable, you know what you know what I'm saying, in the book, sophisticated, feel like they know it all, right? And there's some shit you ain't never heard of just pop up. And now you in a lockdown, no control. How powerful is the knowledge that you claim you're giving to people to only rely on that knowledge when in fact there is such a thing as a supernatural? Whether you believe it or not, whether this is man-made, whether it's supernatural, whether it's come out of nowhere, how it's, which means it doesn't matter how smart you is, what you've learned, what capabilities you've inherited, whatever, blah, blah, blah. This shit is as new as you as it is to me. This shit is as new as to the smartest man as it is to the dumbest motherfucker. See what I'm saying? So at what point do you either, one, acknowledge that there's a supernatural or shit out of your sight, out of your control, or you continue to, drive the narrative? It was created in the lab, in Wuhan, came from bats, whatever it may be.
Ain't no damn bats, bro.
Who's talking shit?
I'm just saying, like, I can't believe people even believe that notion. Like, bro, bats been on this earth for how long, bro? You don't think a bat didn't hit
What the fuck?
You don't think a bat didn't bit a human?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, as long as a bat been on, or it came from a rat or some shit like that, for real? I'm like, you talking about this came from animals that we've known about for how long?
It's the same thing with AIDS, though. Like, it came from monkeys. Who's fucking a monkey? What monkey is letting you fuck them?
Yeah, that's not happening. A monkey will fuck you up.
A monkey will rip your limbs apart, bro, for fun. Like, they don't know their own, especially a baby monkey, bro. Come on now. Come on now. Like, bro, nobody's having the chance to do that to no monkey, bro.
And now they're trying to tell China to stop doing it. Because, China been eating everything since day one. They've been having rats on the market, dogs on the market, bats on the market. Man. It was like, it's only a matter of time before this shit was going to end up spreading a virus that was going to kill everybody. Like, nigga, you know that shit fake. Either this is man-made or this is some shit that came out of nowhere, supernatural, and ain't nobody could be prepared for it because it ain't possible. That's all I'm saying.
I just feel like, man, shit is never gonna be the same, man.
It's not.
And it only bugs me is because I just felt like I was getting in my groove and what shit was, I'm like, what? I understood. I was getting to a point where I was like, niggas comfy, niggas understanding how the process worked. I was like, it's gonna be a whole lot to come up with some new ones.
The only people who good right now, as I say, like lawyers, doctors, if you in real estate, but you have to have the right investments in real estate because y'all already know real estate about to plunge. We about to have a crash with the market, real estate, everything. So I'm like, a lot of people who are that successful, they usually got some type of other side hustle.
Now, especially because I know a lot of them people learn from the Great Depression. Don't think people ain't. People know how to keep their money aside to make sure if something really happened, they'd be all right. People got all types of secret bunkers and all that, man. So you got a bunker, you don't got money? That don't make sense.
Money with a big bunk.
Probably money in the bunk. Ain't nobody get that.
Take that to Tobias, huh? We out here though, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Through the quarantine times, through the rough times, we still try to make it through. You know what I'm saying?
$100.
You gotta get some like music or something going on.
can.
It's a little still out here in these streets.
Oh.
Fast. You blew it though. I don't know how that happened, bro. This controller's tripping, man.
Oh God, bro. You shooting full court shots.
I could make it. Bro. Oh! What?
What the fuck? Why won't they show this man
I just have to
highlights?
keep trying, damn it. Like, I'm telling you, I was not trying to shoot that shit. Hey, y'all, I made a full court shot, man. It was
Why won't they show it?
Because they know that shit wasn't supposed to happen.
Bro, this man just made a full court shot with J.R. Smith, bro.
JR would be the one, too.
That's the funniest part. Like, you really got the ball. Do it backwards to shoot a full court shot.
Hey, that's legendary, y'all. I wish we could show y'all this. We gotta get our internet right, man.
Bro, he really made that, bro.
Bam. That's full court clutchness. I wish we could show y'all that, man. That shit is beautiful.
That was wild.
Give me that.
Go ahead.
Bro, I promise you, there's something wrong with my controller. I was going like this, he just shot.
Yeah, bro.
I promise you, bro, that was weird.
Man, shot another
bro, I didn't even press X or nothing, bro. I just pressed turbo and forward, and that nigga just shot the shot. That's some bullshit. I'm telling y'all. I've been telling y'all, look at Luau. Look at Luau looking at the coach. Like, man, come here, nigga. I'm about to slap this man. Hey, the coronavirus, man, they out here, they trying to get all of us, man. But we just gotta keep fighting through it, man. We gotta keep fighting through it and hoping for the best. I'm gonna give y'all some news right now. This is gonna be the news update part of the show. Wisdom facts. Hold on. I'm pausing. All right, y'all. So y'all know this is wisdom facts. So I'm gonna give you guys some news. All right. New York City ER medical doctor, 48, takes her own life after telling her family about the trauma of witnessing patients dying from coronavirus before they could be taken from ambulances. That's sad, y'all. That's like the 6th story I read on someone taking their life because they couldn't deal with the deaths of the coronavirus. I'll leave that up to interpretation. The leader of the Reopen North Carolina protest group tests positives for coronavirus and ends up missing first 2 rallies aimed at ending the lockdown. What is it? Mayor defies state lockdown orders and reopens his small New Mexico City and warns the governor he has the support of his police force. Goddamn. So you have a city threatening to go to war with the state. This is the times that we're in, people. These are legitimate headlines that I'm reading. Obviously, I'm not going into detail on the story.
Ain't gonna be fire right now.
Yeah.
Some water. Oh my God, man. Some ripe watermelon, man.
Minnesota and Mississippi become latest states to reopen their battered economies, joining Georgia. People, listen. Listen. It's times like this, I wish raindrops would fall. Oh no! All right, back, y'all. Get better.
My fault, man. I just hey, you know that's from the Five Heartbeats, right? No, lady.
Oh,
I wish raindrops would fall. Hey, Eddie Kane Jr. Hey, if y'all know that movie, y'all go watch the Five Heartbeats, man. I just put y'all on some game, man. I just put y'all on some game. Y'all seeing? I'm on Insta right now, man. I'm on Insta.
what's up, family? You back? To the one nigga that is supporting and rocking with us. Man, salute to you. I'm about to
Get righteous.
and ratchet.
What's going on with y'all, man? It be one of those days when you just be, especially in these times, man. That's how I be feeling for me. I just be like, damn, it's another day. Even though I'm appreciative that life is still continuing, it's just crazy to think that you have really no control. None. Especially if you have some color to your skin. Forget it. Forget all that control you think you might have. Only thing that controls this world is that moolah. If you don't got that, you're not controlling jack. Nada. And you know what's interesting? I haven't heard no information on James Dolan. He supposedly had the coronavirus, Harvey Weinstein, all these people that got super money. I ain't heard no update or, anything. So you know what that tells me? That people with that exclusive money, when I say exclusive money, 80 billion, maybe even 100 billion higher, is really knowing what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe the world leaders are informed because they're the people that might have to trickle down the information. But I feel like everything is a process, man. If you want to get to somewhere, man, it's not going to be like that, man. It's going to be like do. You know how you try to dice it, man. So I'm like, people keep saying Trump is sounding crazy because he keeps saying this and it's not happening. I'm like, you ever heard of stalling? Have you ever had to stall before? You ever had to stall? You ever been around somebody where they asked you multiple questions about somebody else and you knew all the answers and you just was like, how am I going to get out of this? And you stalled until you got to a point where you could get away from them or you could get away from that. Or if it did have to come to a solution where you had to answer, you would be prepared because you stalled enough to have a plan. So I'm like, that's all Trump is doing, man. Trump don't need no script to stall. He like, oh, stall? Okay. Well, we got a script for you. Oh, look. And that's how Trump is, man. He's like, I know how to stall. I had The Apprentice. What? This is my jig. I love TV. Put me on the camera. Am I lying? Let me know if I'm wrong. Because as much as Trump has done good, his thriving point is that he is not afraid of what we are on right now, and that is a camera. He's not afraid. He's not afraid to let you know who he is at all times. All times. Since he's been president, have you seen Trump change?
Absolutely not.
Same.
I'm gonna piggyback a little bit off of what I saw my guy Zoe Williams talking about today in his in his show. How basically politics is just a bigger celebrity, and it goes kind of back to what Young Zen was just saying. He didn't even know I was gonna speak on this. I don't even think he's seen this show. So for what he's saying, it kind of ties into that. The fact that you gotta understand that basically politicians, they're just a different type of celebrity. Okay? Nah, they're not on your favorite TV show, but they're talking about a topic that everyone must tune into and hear about, and they expect a certain type of way for that to be presented and for them to be acting a certain type of way. So these are all, what I mean by that is they're all in the same realm. You know what I'm saying? Kind of, this came from the Zoe show, so I'm not gonna act like I'm doing this off my own knowledge. You know, Barack Obama, he a superstar. You feel me? He's a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? He's bigger than Brad Pitt. You feel what I'm saying? Donald Trump came from entertainment. We're probably gonna see more of that. Like Joe Biden, yeah, he gonna challenge Trump. Joe Biden has a good chance of winning, but I don't think he's gonna win. But he has a good chance of winning just because this whole coronavirus shit. Because there's a lot of bad press going in on Trump right now. But it was the same way when Trump was going against Clinton. Like, a lot of the press wasn't for Trump, and he still found a way to win. So, are we seeing the kind of type of history repeats itself type of thing going on right now? All this shit is crazy. Who would have ever thought they would be stuck in their own crib and they can't do shit because the government says, stay your ass at home?
Hey. And I just want to piggyback on that. What Twitter be saying. Because Instagram for me, I don't really like Instagram too much. I'm just like, this is bull. It's just people showing their best, no flaws. Every woman is bad because she makes sure she put the right. You know, it's not organic to me. Like, and I agree for myself. It's like, you look at my page. My page is neat, but it's like, you won't know me if you look at my Instagram. Not even my Twitter to a degree. Because I'm like, they're just tweets, but it'd be crazy. I be on Twitter and people be mad, bro. Like if you saw a clip like of recent things and people are outside or it seems like it's a certain group or a gathering, people be going crazy. You dumb idiots. Listen and stay home. And I just be thinking to myself, I'm like, you're so afraid that you rather possibly, and it's all possible. If you see I Am Legend, everybody died to what Will thought. So it's like, don't think something like that can't happen. It's like in a fight. You can't think nothing can't happen, even if you're the baddest motherfucker on earth. So it's like, don't think that you can't be affected because you in your house. If you're in an apartment complex, vents are all connected in a certain sense. If you smoke cigarettes, somebody below you or above you can smell it, right? So if somebody below you or above you is affected and they sneezing and they coughing and woo-wah, and let's get into the ventilation, how can that not spread?
Man, look, I know there's certain areas, you know what I'm saying? Maybe some of the bougie areas, whatever it may be. Y'all got to wear masks and shit. Y'all don't got no choice. Where I'm at, I was at Walmart. Motherfuckers don't know nothing about social distance. Niggas was right up on me. I'm
on me in the line trying to make sure they get a
bruh,
spot. I be like,
I'm like, the only time social distancing works out here is before you get into the store. Yeah. But once you in there, especially when you in line, niggas be right up on you. I be like, man.
People will come up to you, start asking questions on a conversation. I'm just thinking like, we not 6 feet, man. You right here.
So what I'm getting at is I was piggybacking a little bit off of what he was saying in the spectrum of, if you do start reopening business to an extent, right? Certain businesses, right? In a certain way, how negative of effect would that have on society when it comes to lives in comparison to the businesses that are already open? You feel me? Because I've already been in businesses or places that are open, deemed essential now, where you wouldn't necessarily say the most safest measures are being taken. You know what I'm saying? And I've been on both sides of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? I've been in areas where you think, well, you expect that, right? This is the area you expect it not to be working. But I've also been into the area where it's supposed to be the good. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting to me why people are so much against the economy opening back up in little steps. If the right measures are taken, and even then, I'm like, my right measures aren't going to be taken. Like I already read in articles where we're at, the state or the governor is not going to be implementing the businesses that are reopening to take the precautions that are suggested. Right? It's like we're not doing that. We're having the business owners take a pledge and an oath, and we're going to believe that they're going to do the right steps to make sure that everything stays safe. They know the times we're in. So there's that side of the spectrum as well, where people are going to be like, well, damn it, you know already, if they're already fiending to open up now, do you really think they're going to go above and beyond to make sure that our business is what we call COVID safe, right? Because that's going to cost more money. We're already opening our business back up because we need more money, so we're going to cut it. And that's a maintained situation. You have to maintain that. How many people as a business will you lose if you don't maintain that type of appearance? You know what I'm saying? So there's so many questions. And I feel like that's why you see the smaller counties and cities in these states, like you'll see the headline saying, oh, Georgia is reopening. But for the most part, it's really the smaller cities or counties that you see opening up in Georgia or in Florida. You know what I'm saying? It's like a test.
Star said that Atlanta was open.
But when they're saying Atlanta's open up, they're talking about certain businesses. It's like phases. They're going through phases. So it's not going to be like, oh, everybody reopens up. Everything's going to be back to normal. All right, we're going to allow restaurants to open back up. We're going to allow certain beaches to open back up. There's going to be precautions. Restaurants, you can't actually eat inside. It's going to be dine in. It's going to be dine out. I seen somewhere you was only allowed to eat on the patio. You can do takeout. So it's like certain businesses that weren't deemed essential, now they can open back up and they can start doing what they were doing before. They're just gonna have, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, there's still food places open up now. It's just every food place ain't open. But okay, if you make sure they can only do takeout, or they can only do maybe pick up curbside or something like that, then we'll let you, do your thing. But let's see how it goes. The beach is back open. They're saying supposedly you can only go for walks and swim and things like that. But they're saying people are still, they're like, fuck that. We're gonna be out there. So it's just, I don't know. It's interesting to see what's going on. But for the most part, it's like, because I'm like, I know for a fact, like there's, like in Tennessee, the big cities, they're not opening back up, but the smaller counties are. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be a slow process. They're doing it by the numbers, so that just all depends on where you at, I guess. It's weird, y'all. This shit.
But my thing is though, it's like, as much as I'm not saying I'm on Trump's side, I'm not against them either. Like a lot of people are just against them. I'm just like, people act like running the country, no matter who you are, is easy. And on top of that, when you realize like you don't necessarily have that power, come on, man. A virus that makes everywhere in the world shut down. We're not talking about just us. Every continent is shut down. It's shut down. You can't blame that on Trump.
It's global, goddamn.
But I'm like, it's so people. Trump let this happen. I'm like, so say if Trump would have took it serious in January, who's to say that the cases still wouldn't be the same or even equivalent? Because I'm like, people are still acting the same as 3 months later when we shut down. But to me, the numbers have been increasing since we shut down, right? Versus when we were out.
And you see how that can kind of be like
misleading.
Exactly. And that's why a lot of times when sometimes Trump is talking about the news, he's like, that's fake news. Because if you're talking about the governor of New York, all right, we had less deaths in this month than we did the last month. This is the lowest amount of deaths we had in a month since, right before we did the lockdown or some shit like that, or in the beginning of May. I can't remember the specific date. Yeah, but they were saying basically this is this particular month is the least amount of deaths they had in New York. I'm like, there were still deaths, and that means if you still had deaths in that month from when the coronavirus was detected, you're still continuously having deaths. Like it hasn't stopped. Is basically what I'm saying. So that means the number grows, and that's why when you do look at like the overall total infected, the overall total number that dies, that does mean something to an extent. And that's where some people are talking about they didn't want to go outside. They're going to adhere to the rules as long as they can, more so than people saying, well, the lockdown's working. This month, there was a lot less deaths than there was when everybody was just out and doing whatever they was. But it's like, damn, we did the lockdown, but there were still deaths. So what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? It depends on kind of what your perspective is and how you're looking at it. Because I'm like, that is a reality too.
But my thing is, the only reason I feel like things will increase is because I'm like, you can't get sick off other people. So I'm like, bro, if you have a good immune system, bro, like it'd be no different from catching the flu. I'm like, the flu is just as deadly.
But wait. That's actually a perspective or an idea. It's actually it's misleading. You see what I'm saying? And then one of the biggest things when it comes to the flu is what do we have for the flu? We have a vaccine for it. We have a quote unquote cure. So that's what makes the COVID. That's what makes COVID so deadly. Is we don't have a cure for it, so we can't stop it.
Yeah, but I'm saying people have recovered from it, and I'm not. I'm just saying it's not something that it's like it's overpowering.
The only reason it is because there's no cure. You feel me? The flu, like when people die from it, is because they didn't get the vaccine, right? People aren't dying when they go and they get the shot. And if it is, it's a much smaller number of cases in comparison to those who don't. You know what I'm saying? Those are the numbers we have to look at. Okay, this amount of people die from the flu. Well, how many of those people got the shot for it? Because no matter whatever conspiracy theories, what they may have behind it, I'm like, that does prevent you from getting the flu. Basically, what it does, you get the flu early, fights off the cells, and then boom, you don't get it. It basically gives you the sickness. But it gives you in a form that you can survive, rather than something where it actually comes out and you don't have the actual, like, this is a real loose way of describing it, y'all, but you don't have the actual antibodies to fight it off. It wasn't prepared for it, basically. It's like allowing your body to be prepared. It's like it's training. It's training, you know what I'm saying? It puts you in training before it actually happens. That's what the vaccine is for. So since you don't have that for a virus, it's like, even though it's like, all right, there's a lot of numbers of infected people, and there's still a lot of death is death. Because I'm like, if it was somebody you knew, it would mean something. You know what I'm saying? That's where a lot of people are looking. If it was close to home, it means something. If it's not, it's not. So there is death. So if there is death put into perspective, then you have to realize, okay, if people can die from this, technically there's no way to stop it. And that's how you have to see it. And it can only grow. So once we get a vaccine or something to fight off, then we can feel a little bit more comfortable, because I could just go and get a shot. If you can't do nothing about it and you just have to hope for the best and be like, well, I got to hope I'm a healthy nigga and my immune system's good and just, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, life is like that to an extent, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I'm like, nigga, even age, you get age, you can go get shit for that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's looked at in a different perspective. Because like we don't know how to deal with it if you have it. We just gotta hope you can fight it off. And if you get it, like, that's scary to a sense. If you get it, it's like, I can't go get a shot, I can't take no medicine. What you mean I just gotta just chill at the crib and just hope nothing happens? Like, that's scary if you have it. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I don't know.
No, I hear what you're saying. It's just because people don't have, it's fear.
It is fear.
Because if you're thinking about it, what you're telling me is just fear. It's like nobody fears the flu, but what people don't understand about the flu, it's not one flu. Flu has different strains. That's why in 2018 had that amount of deaths versus a 2012 where Miley had 10,000. It's because the flu is different strains, different years. That's why you have a different flu shot every year. But they just have something, they just don't understand that it's going to, but I'm saying with the COVID, it's the fear that's more so, let's think about it, bro. If you have,
but it's real to preventing us from doing what we're supposed to do more so than the fear of what's actually happening in reality. If the fear is based on something that's not real or something that is what if, then it's like, all right, that's something you can overcome. Like this is a fear where it's like, it's based on, if I catch this shit, I just gotta hope I can fight it off. Right? Am I wrong? No. Even if you get the flu, you can go take some Theraflu, nigga. You can go to you don't even gotta go to the doctor. You can go get some shit, some cough syrup, take a thermometer, like what my temperature at? Let me get some ice, put some ice on the head and shit.
My thing though is I'm like, all the NBA players that got diagnosed, none of them have heard of being in a certain condition. When I'm saying this though,
see, that's why I come conspiracy theory, because that's that I can't put that as a real statistic.
But then you can't put that as a real statistic.
They have money to handle these situations that majority of people don't. Majority of people have to just be hoping for the best. Majority of people don't even know they have it. They can't even get tested. So that's why when I look at NBA players now, I was like, that's not even real to me. Because the fact that you were even able to find out, like, why? No one's even told us, why were you tested? Who all of a sudden was like, hey, let's test you. Let's see if you have it. Where did that come from? And how did you just so happen to have the test? When at that time, getting the test was hard as fuck.
But that's why I'm saying with these deaths, I'm like, I got to look at that in the same regard, in a degree, because it's just like, well, who's to say that all these people that had the coronavirus was sick or even died because of that? They might have had it, but why? How they not? Maybe they died from leukemia, but they end up getting. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have. If I have a coronavirus, but that's not necessarily what was killing me. It's killing me because my diabetes or whatever.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, how can I say that your body can't fight it off? I'm like, there's still a great amount of, and they come back 2 days later. Oh, never mind, they don't have it. So I'm just like, how we know the tests are accurate to detect who has it and who doesn't.
No, that's a good point. That is a good point, because there has been a lot of things put out there basically saying that people are dying from different diseases and they're just putting up at the coronavirus. How true is that? I don't know.
Is this? And I don't mean to cut you off, but say how people in Russia are underqualified and they're committing a certain suicide rate, right? So if they don't
underpaid, not underqualified, but they're underpaid and they don't have the right equipment in order to treat. They're basically putting their lives on the line. Obviously, all medical people are, but you're putting their lives on the line more because they're more exposed.
So if that person's feeling like that, and say they do a test, right? How we know that person's giving that person a good information? Because if you're feeling a certain way, how you know that? How can I attest that they're doing their job efficiently? Because I've seen a lot of people that aren't happy.
They're probably not.
So how can we know that these numbers or the inflation of the numbers are accurate if we have doctors that are quote unquote unhappy giving these reports? They're coming from the doctors, correct?
I do.
So I'm saying, if you're unhappy at your job, are you necessarily, and I'm not trying to throw anybody on the bus, but if you're unhappy at your job, right, are you going to do that to the 100th extent?
I'm not. I know I'm not if I'm being 100% true.
So, okay, there might be 3% people in the world that would be like, hell yeah, I'm going to do that. Like a Jordan. I want to win or something.
Or the government knows this, and if they do have an agenda, they are telling the people that they know that's unhappy, like, look, we need this to be put down as COVID, so go ahead and write COVID on it.
So I'm saying, if that can happen, then I'm like thinking that it's like the straw that breaks the camel's back. It's like, this just lowered my immune system so much that little fight I had left, I kind of just feel like fuck it.
I see what you're saying, like they inevitable, right? But he was gonna argue, like, God damn it, if I can get one more year to live, I'm gonna take it. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
So, but that's why I'm still saying, to the point of, yeah, it's fear based on it, but it's like, it's real though, because it's going to enhance what you already have. Even though there's already some shit going on with you. All right, bet. The predicament you in, you might live for another 3 years. You get COVID, you live for another 14 days. What I mean by that is lifetime value is all precious, right? They're going to value it as a different type of way when that happens. So what I'm saying is, since you don't have a cure, I can't just go to the store. Even niggas who go to the store, then they have get some Theraflu, whatever it may be, take that shit, get it good. Even though that shit might not even be working, right? The placebo effect. You know what I'm saying? Even though it might not do nothing, you just may just get over it. Just people having the idea, the thought, okay, I can go and do that, and it may do something that allow people to function. So yes, I do agree with you when you say fear is the real factor that is keeping people from going and being like, all right, I'm in fully support of reopening businesses to a state where, people can feel comfortable enough where they don't feel like they any type of financial situation. But real quick, let me.
I just want to disclaim before you say I'm not saying that everything should go back to normal. I'm just saying that the fear is what's making things worse than what it is. It's like
of course, this media.
Yeah,
that's why, to the extent, even to the fact, like, however you may feel about Trump, you don't even have to go clicks. Clicks. The only way you're gonna click on something is there's a headline that draws your emotion and makes you want to click on it. That's how they get paid, not from you reading the story. So people understand that they're gonna put something in a headline. It's gonna be able to build or drive some type of emotion out of you. It's gonna make you want to click on it, and it may not be accurate in what it says, but if you read into it, you'll be able to read, and you're going to be able to see that whoever's writing this is unqualified, and they're saying some bullshit. There's been many times I've read a headline, I've read the actual article, I'm like, man, this is some bullshit. Because it'll be based off of something I just watched.
It do be bullshit.
Like sometimes about those media videos that Trump be doing, and they'll write something based off of that, and I'll read the article, I'm like, man, they was trying to stir some shit up. They were just trying to get clicks. Because I'm like, this shit ain't accurate nothing. I watched it. That is not what happened now. So what I'm saying is, obviously, fear is a factor. Fear is always a factor to drive an economy. That's the only way. You're talking about a capitalistic society. Fear is the main source. Fear of going broke. Fear of not being nothing. Fear of being the bottom of the totem pole. Right? So you have to have that. Media is going to use that. Most, your employer is going to use that. Friends are going to use that. Your enemies are going to use that. Fear is, that's all fun. That's all great. But if I get it, I can't take anything, and I won't know it unless I go to urgent care and hope that a nigga take me in and test me for it and let me know if I have it or not. It's fear driving everything because we aren't prepared.
But my thing is, though, like pregnancy tests, right? Those is what they say, like 90, or birth control, any of those, like 95, 96, 90%, 7%. That took time. I know.
What's up? Eat your soup. What's good? They are.
But how am I supposed to know that these tests that they're giving out are 100% accurate or even 90% accurate? How I know that they're not 50? It's like Donovan mentioned, how I know that was an accurate test? Because you just tested them.
Who knows if you want to be real, if you really want to go on my conspiracy shit, I think all the celebrities that come out saying they have that they have COVID-19, I think all that shit is fake. I think they're doing that to just drive some type of agenda to make us regular people feel scared. That's what I think it is. If you want to, but I have no basis of proof of that. That's me me in my head.
Allegedly.
But
appreciate that in the light. But I'm just saying, like Kevin Durant.
I know that's eat your soup, so shout out to you, eat your soup, man. Appreciate you.
Like Kevin Durant, I heard like almost a month ago, he got diagnosed, he got COVID-19. I think Kyrie too. I ain't heard no update on this man.
Because I ain't heard no update. Man, because they don't got no problem, man. I just don't, like,
that's what
I don't like to base the real world.
That's what I'm saying.
On just a different dimension. Because that shit, that type of money, that type of lifestyle, that's a different dimension. That's a different dimension. There's no worries there. There's not. You're not dealing with the same shit real motherfuckers is dealing with out here. So I'm not going to sit here and act like that's why whenever I see shit reported, when they be talking about shit, I'll be like, man, that's cool. But, nigga, let me go outside, go up the street, let me see what's really going on.
He's stupid, bro. This thing he's saying stupid.
I'm telling you, because I'm like, that's what's really going on in the hospital in their own house. I got the COVID. You see a doctor walking in the background, like, nigga, you good.
I know. Motherfuckers in the ER, nigga, like this nigga waiting for a doctor.
That's not funny, but
I know you're over there waiting on the doctor.
That's
just
not
waiting
funny.
over. I'm telling you, over here like this. Last up.
I know, bro. With the shit they talking
Bro.
the ventilators, they been talking about the ventilators.
And my
The
job,
ventilators, they been saying they been killing a lot. Go ahead, bro.
No, I was just saying that my job, man, I be delivering food, man, and I'm telling y'all, man, I be having to go to the hospital sometimes, man. It be looking rough in that ER. I be having to tell them, like, yo, come down, your food here. I'm not going through this. I'm telling y'all, man, be a lot of people up in there, man. The parking be all full. I be having to do some illegal parking. It be all types of stuff, man. I be like, yo, today, lady told me, yeah, call before you get here with the delivery, woo. Bet. I call her. I said, yeah, I'm here. I'm in the front. She said, because she said, come by with a valet. I said, yeah, I'm in. Since I called her, I'm thinking like, yo, like, how big this hospital? I had to go on the Google Maps. Like, yo, this hospital not that big to be 8 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I call her. I say, I haven't gone in. You told me you was coming outside. She said, okay, the lady's gonna come down. Bro, another 6 minutes. Nobody down there. I guess it was the lady, bro. I asked her, she looking for a car, right? I'm like, okay. I'm like, you got a delivery for pizza? She said, I'm looking for patient something. I said, or she said something like that. I said, oh, never mind, that's not me. Bro, call her back. I mean, she calls me like 3 minutes later, like, the lady said that she didn't see you. I said, I'm outside. I have not seen her. Bro, it was the lady, bro. I said, I thought you said that you, she said, I did that. She said something weird, bro. I said, oh my God, bro. All I'm trying to tell y'all, man, is the hospital is crazy, man. That was my moral of the story, man.
This shit is real. Nah, we'll see, man. This shit
it's real, but it's like, it's just.
That's the question. How has COVID affected y'all?
Hey, you ever had somebody tell you something was fire and something was gonna hit your taste buds and it's gonna be elite, and then as soon as you ate, you was just like,
it's cool.
Yeah. That's what this is. It's like everything hype.
But see, a lot of people would say that because it's not directly affecting you. That's the only thing I'm trying to keep in mind.
But that's anything.
Because if I got somebody,
but that's
I know that.
People
so
don't look
you
at.
have to keep that in perspective.
If you're straight, right?
You have to keep that in perspective.
If you're straight, and I'm not even trying to be stereotypical, but if you're straight, you're like, I fuck bitches. I know who I fuck. I know who I'm going in and out of. I know that they're clean. They don't look at HIV as something serious. But if they was to catch that shit, they'd be like, yo, this is the worst disease ever.
I know, but you got to understand.
So,
even in that,
but I hear what you're saying with the cure. I hear what you're saying with the cure.
You can still get some medicine for that shit.
I hear what you're saying with the cure. You're right in that regard. You're right that we don't have nothing that we could just go to the pharmaceuticals and say, this is what I was prescribed by the doctors. But all I'm saying is, all I'm saying is, everybody I've seen that's an athlete, if you are fit, I haven't seen a fit person die yet. You tell me one, and I'll be like, all right, bet. I'm sorry.
You already know a motherfucker gonna somehow encryptonite this stream, and in the next 3 days, we're gonna see an athlete die from this COVID.
Bro, don't say that. Hey,
no, take that out of the universe. But if you want to be 100 with you, there has been an athlete who died from COVID. It happened a little while ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. I forgot what college team. But he died from COVID. It did happen. Y'all can look that up. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Okay, I'm like, come on, bro.
Like I'm just making this shit
like,
up
wait, man, I ain't heard that. I ain't heard that one.
I'm just gonna type in the most obvious shit. I'm gonna put college player died from COVID. So y'all can know I don't make things up. Former All SWC football player at Arkansas dies from COVID. This was in April 11th. So that's what I was talking about. There it goes, right there. So, former LSU NFL wide receiver Orlando McDaniel dies at age 59 from COVID-19. That's something different. At coronavirus epicenter, 28 New York City school teacher died from the virus. 28 years old, guys. 28. Mother of former, no, it's not it. 21-year-old college student becomes youngest person in Colorado to die from COVID-19.
Who is this from?
Do not let the false news. Who is this from? I'll go ahead and pull it up. Fox 31 Denver, KDVR.com. Y'all can check that out. That was from 21 year old. If y'all want to talk about the former All SW football player at Arkansas died from coronavirus from MSN.com. Okay.
Where? He's in Arkansas. He died.
Former football player.
So he's not currently in shape of a football player. This was before his time.
You don't know his regimen. And he's not old.
Come on, bro. All I'm saying, and does he have
You
any
don't know
prior?
who he is.
Do we know any of his prior history? Anything of his background? Any type of genes? You get what I'm saying? Because
What do you mean? He was
all that mattered.
20-year-old former high school football player dies from COVID-19. This was 4 weeks ago, guys. This was recently. 21-year-old college student becomes youngest person in Colorado to die. It's 3 weeks ago. Former RSWC football player Arkansas dies. This is 2 weeks ago. This is recent, people.
You said former high school football player, so he hasn't been playing football.
I just said 20-year-old former high school football player.
Okay, that happens, right? All I'm saying is I don't know his gene genetics. I don't know what
Healthy,
he had.
strong baseball coach, 30 years old, dies of COVID-19 after leaving the hospital.
So how we know he didn't get it from the hospital?
I'm not saying that didn't happen. I'm just saying, don't think just because you a healthy ass motherfucker, you ain't gonna get it. Now, if you healthy, you in shape, and you got money, are you good? That's what I agree with. I'm gonna say this right now. Eat your soup. Eat your soup. If you're here, man. Where was you at in the chat, man? You gonna be there Saturday?
Nah,
Saturday.
He liked it for the next Saturday.
Nah, man. I'm trying to go Saturday. Nobody else? No, nobody else hit back in the chat, huh?
Oh.
I'm trying to go this Saturday. And I'm gonna put it up.
That mean he got a function he going to or something.
I'm with it. I'm putting it right now. I'm with it. We're going live. We're gonna put it on. I'm gonna have it ready. We here. We've been going 1 hour. We didn't even finish our 2K game, man. Had us going in on the coronavirus.
I know we wouldn't lose after this time or something.
We was up by 3. Up 3.
Hey, see, we wasn't losing, y'all.
We out here though, y'all.
And we went an hour. You didn't feel like that. Guess it has been a minute, huh?
Yeah, it's 12 over here, man. It's not even late to me.
I ain't gotta wake up tomorrow. So that's
lockdown late. Shit, I don't gotta wake up never.
Making it happen, though.
Can't do shit. Can't make anything happen. There's nothing to make happen. Ever since they took the boxing gym away from me, I've had nothing.
Still go to the park, though.
It ain't shit compared.
Better than nothing.
Ain't shit. Tell you.
You sound like Corey. Shit. You watch Corey.
They got us, man.
Hey, did you see the repo last Friday?
Hell yeah. I saw it this Friday, Nick. I saw the show and the repo, Nick.
You saw the Young Pharaoh episode too?
No, I ain't watch that bullshit.
Man, I watched.
You know I don't watch none of that shit.
I watched that one, but I didn't watch those. Yeah.
None of that shit.
I'm not even gonna delegate that though, because I don't want that motherfucker coming this way. Because that motherfucker has some PowerPoints for our ass.
I bet. Let's get the PowerPoints, nigga. He always talking about he want to fight niggas. Like, I'll fight you.
I know. Why he always be bringing that up?
I want to smoke. Let me get the smoke.
That shit too funny.
Oh,
man.
bullshit.
I'll put that on the lot. Hey, that would get numbers, boy.
Let me get that, goddammit. Make it a petition.
You want to smoke from Pharaoh?
Yeah.
Hey, Young Pharaoh, he said he wants to smoke. I can't stop it, man.
I want all the smoke.
He said he hear what you talking. He said he want it.
Let me get that. Shout out to that one person who been rocking with us all through this whole entire chat, man. Y'all really something.
I know, man. I ain't gonna lie, cause we just kind of just been going on. I don't even know what we was kind of even. Our premise was
no topics on some bullshit, but we out here. You know what I'm thinking about putting out this little.
Damn, bro, I'm not even in the game. Controller been off. You wanna play? That's a yeah. Damn, I forgot we was hooping for a minute, man.
I don't know. We gonna have the same burst.
All right, family,
Like
we gonna
Saturday
go a
works
little
better
bit
for
longer.
me. Ooh.
Huh? What? I don't know where I put my phone. Oh, yeah, Corleone said that? Oh, I know you was gonna say that. I'm like, as long as the motherfucker who put the suggestion out there is with it, I'm with it. Like I wasn't worried about nobody else. I'm like, you still down, young Corleone? I'm like, he's not even gonna be down. I'm like,
He would. He suggested it.
If you ask, he'll say yeah.
we're gonna see. We're gonna see, family. We out here trying to make the best of a happy coronavirus day. You know what I'm saying? As always, I have to salute to everybody, tell them happy corona, happy coronavirus, happy quarantine.
If you got kids, it's gonna be crazy to tell them. Like, yeah, we was shaking and rattling, and then boom,
Bow!
shit changed.
Now we in the Matrix, goddamn. I think we're gonna have to do what we're gonna have to do. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep coming at you with some lives, random lives. We're gonna do the best we can, whatever it may be. We're gonna put them out there for you. And then what we also gonna do, we're gonna give y'all the movie.
We gotta watch them, man. We gotta rewatch them. It'd be weak to give a movie review off just past memories.
Our first one is gonna be Mortal Kombat.
I just watched that one.
Me too. I wanna watch it again.
You wanna watch it again?
So we're gonna do Mortal Kombat this week.
We gonna do two, man. We gotta give them two. We gotta give them a 2 for 1 pack.
We gotta figure out the other one. What would be something good?
Do you want a real movie or did you?
I want just something that I'll enjoy. I've been having a lot of trouble finding it. It's a good movie I just want to watch. We'll think about it. We got time. But we know for sure the first one's gonna be we're gonna have Mortal Kombat coming out.
I feel like there was an HD movie we should watch, bro. That just came out.
Tomorrow we'll do Mortal Kombat. Tomorrow we'll do Mortal Kombat. And we might do some other type of live tool, maybe. Let's see. We can do Mortal Kombat tomorrow.
Mortal. That was a good movie. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do that, y'all. So shout out to y'all, man. Quarantine. We're gonna end this before it gets too stale, goddammit.
Yeah. We'll be all right though. We're gonna get y'all a movie. It'll be a surprise. How about that? The second one's gonna be a surprise.
But the first one's gonna be Mortal Kombat.
And then once we figure out what it is, then we're gonna be like movie review Mortal Kombat.
We'll probably tell them in the Mortal Kombat one. I feel like we'll know about Mortal Kombat. Maybe. We'll see. Because I got nothing on my head right now. But I feel like just because I'm not thinking about it. Like, because I want to rewatch that. You know what I'm saying? If it's a rewatch, if we can find something, maybe we never seen, which might be a little hard right now, but if we could, it would be working. But I know I had to look at the shit, you know what I'm saying? See what was there. But I know for a fact I want to do more combat. That shit was crazy. I want to lowball. I'm thinking about what we can do. We can watch this shit. That might be extra. That might be extra, but go live while watching this shit, then do the review right after. It's not a long movie. It's only like an hour and 15. Hour and 5 minutes.
I'm trying to think. Because I'm thinking of movies, but I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, is that a good movie? I want to review something that that was good. Like,
yeah, that's something that I want to rewatch. Like that'll be like when I'm sitting there and I'm watching this, like I'm enjoying this shit rather than just like I'm just doing this shit so I can make YouTube videos. Like I want to watch this shit and enjoy it. I know the Mortal Kombat, especially fresh off of. I want to do it a little later. I want to do a fresh workout. I'm fresh off that. Come in, everything be fresh. Go live. How this shit on? Like I know that shit. I enjoy this shit too. That shit be good. I'm like, I need another one. We can do the same shit. You motherfuckers.
We'll figure that out though, y'all. I'm not gonna stress my brain on it.
Big facts, y'all.
All right, y'all. We're finna get up out of here.
Should we do the 5150 song for the? No, that's another movie. All right, y'all.
we got y'all next time.
We're gonna be back tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. We got y'all.